this point, like,
Okay, we're getting ready to broadcast.
yeah. Well, before you go, just one more thing about it, like, just the whole thing.
We're already live.
Okay.
Um, welcome everybody to a dual mock draft that I have with my special guest Jaginoff here.
What up, everybody?
All right. So here's what we're gonna do for this. He's gonna have the odd teams, and I'm gonna have the even teams. And basically, we're gonna do this using the Draft Network's mock draft machine. It's a very fun tool to use. I highly recommend it. Um, we're gonna only go one round here, and I guess we'll use the predictive board.
And this from the expert himself.
All right. So first we have the Arizona Cardinals at number one, and Jaginoff, you'll start us off here.
Okay. With the first pick, the Arizona Cardinals select Nick Bosa. Everybody, everybody reading that the Kyler Murray bullshit was all pretty much just a smokescreen. I mean, I couldn't fully buy into it, but you know, I was just playing it by ear, but I just think the Cardinals need defense more than Kyler Murray. I mean, y'all know how I feel about Josh Rosen, but I guess at this point they already drafted and they got to give him at least a couple years to actually see if he's worth a fuck.
Well, you put me in a tough spot with the 49ers because, man, Bosa would have been perfect for them. But, man, I'm stuck between Josh Allen and Quinnen Williams here.
You would think they pick Quentin Williams?
Well, the thing is, like, I feel like they need a pass rusher more than they need a defensive tackle because they've drafted defensive tackles like every year, it seems, for the past 4 years. Except last year when they took Mike McGlinchey, but
Yeah. What happened to that great Solomon Thomas pick that Alfie Crow was begging the Jaguars to do?
yeah, uh,
I had to get that one in there. Fuck Alfie
yeah.
Crow.
Oh yeah, no problem. But thing is, though, Josh Allen is kind of an iffy pick for me too because I don't think he fits well in what the 49ers run. I think he's more of a 3-4 outside linebacker instead of a 4-3 defensive end. So with that being said, I'm going to go best player available and go Quinnen Williams.
Sounds like the logical choice.
Yeah. All right, the Jets are up next.
The Jets. Um. Well, all before this Kyler Murphy ship consensus had them taking Quentin Williams, but I will go Ed Oliver.
Oh, oh,
Ed
that's
Ol- Ed Oliver's I mean, I think Ed Oliver's kind of underrated in this draft. The guy's a freakish athlete at defensive tackle, and I think for some reason I think he'll fit with that defense well. With the new pieces they got over there, you got C.J. Mosley. Um, even though he's been there for a couple years, the great Jamal Adams. And then with Leonard Williams too, I think the Jets are going to have a formidable line, and if Sam Darnold is actually worth something, Jets might be somewhat of competition for the Patriots. Maybe.
how many times have we said that every year though that this AFC East team.
This is actually the first time I've ever said it.
Oh man. All right. So Ash 6 is probably just jumping up and down right now because I'm going to take Josh Allen here.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yeah,
He's
Josh Allen
he's coming
is
himself.
Josh Allen, I feel, is a freakish athlete. Um, he's one of those rare edge rushers that not only can he rush the passer, but he can drop back in coverage and cover tight ends as well. So I think that that's an amazing trait of his, and he really showed it in his last year at Kentucky when he had, I think it was like 16 sacks this year, and a lot of the snaps that he was dropping back in coverage. So that even shows that's he had less snaps rushing the passer and still managed to get 16 sacks, which I think is fantastic.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, next we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
All right, and I have a trade.
Oh, we don't do trades.
Oh fuck.
You can't do trades on this mock draft machine.
Oh, that cocksucker. All right.
I should have mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, it would have been a little better, but all right. If that's the case, I will have the Bucks taking Devin White, linebacker out of
Oh,
LSU.
not a bad pick. They did lose Quan Alexander.
Yeah, they got to rebuild that. And White, I think, is a better player. So
Yeah, actually,
they're in prime.
Fun fact: Devin White came to LSU as a running back, and they switched him to linebacker.
So it was like Jonathan Allen and putting him at running back.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Of course, why wouldn't I?
All right. So since Kyler Murray didn't go number 1 overall, my pick for the New York Jets, stupid. My pick for the New York Jets
You mean
becomes,
Giants?
oh man, yeah, Giants. It
Damn,
becomes a lot.
it's rare I get you on grammar police.
I know, right? No, but the New York Giants, this is a tough pick because you have both Kyler and Dwayne Haskins on the board. And I'm sure the Giants weren't anticipating Kyler to fall this far.
Very true. Very true, and it's up and it's up in the open how much they even want a quarterback or like Haskins to begin with.
Oh man. I heard somewhere that the Giants they want to possibly extend Eli. And I thought you just want to lose forever, don't you? They just want to be the
They
new
just
Cleveland Browns.
they just might.
Yep. But
I mean,
I'm gonna go with
they got 2 first-round picks to get this shit right. So
true. All right. Well, since you said that, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Jawan Taylor here. I feel
ooh,
like they need a better right tackle.
that makes this next pick so much easier.
Yeah,
So,
I feel like I know what's happening.
well, you should, but I will say like from my Jags perspective, like I said this on Twitter too. Like Jawan Taylor, I don't think is a bad player, but I'm just going by need if what I'm doing if I'm in the role of GM. You know what I'm saying, which will help the team better.
Right.
So that being said, my Jacksonville Jaguars are taking T.J. Hawkinson, tight end out of Iowa. We're not even
Wow,
gonna
you
do
pronounced it
what?
right this time.
Huh?
Wow, you pronounced it right this time.
Oh, whatever. Fuck you.
All right, so I got the Detroit Lions.
I just pray this happens.
So I got the Detroit Lions, and I have Montez Sweat on the board here. But I also have Rashawn Gary, and they might see more potential in him because honestly, he kind of reminds me of Trey Flowers, I think his name is.
Yeah.
So
Or Brian Burns.
yeah, but I don't think Brian Burns fits in a 4-3. Well, wait, the Lions might run a 3-4 now that they have Patricia at head coach. So anything's fair game.
Uh-huh.
Might be like a little bit of a hybrid. The thing is, though, I think Montez Sweat fits what they like the most. And honestly, I'm not that high on Gary at all. His
I
production at
think
Michigan was lacking.
I think Sweat's definitely the better player out of the both of them.
Yeah. All right, so we have the Buffalo fucking Bills.
So that's your pick, Taylor?
Yeah, no,
Or
Montez Sweat.
yeah, Montez. Why the fuck did I say Taylor? My bad. This one's tough because you never know what these assholes are gonna do. And if the Jags passed on Jawan Taylor, I thought this would be a great spot for him. But well, God, I'm tossing up a few players right now, but I had a feeling they're gonna want to build to. You know what? Never mind. It's the Bills. They do off the wall shit. So I will have the Buffalo Bills taking DK Metcalf.
Ooh, that's actually a good pick. Get Josh Allen some weapons.
Yeah, they should. I mean, I think him and Zay Jones would be good for Josh Allen. Josh Allen, I think, has a lot of potential.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I mean, the
Now we
guy has a
have
fucking rocket arm.
now we have the Denver Legion of Broncos.
Yeah, the Legion of Broncos.
They have
Tekken's watching like, come on, Broncos.
so they have three quarterbacks at their disposal: Kyler, Dwayne Haskins, and Drew Lock. And John Elway is shaking right now. I don't think he's going to take Kyler Murray because I think he said in a press conference that Kyler's too
Shake it.
short.
Shake it. He's fucking queefing.
So I think it's between Haskins and Drew Lock here.
Man,
And
I already know which one his dumbass will take. But go
no,
ahead.
I'm taking Haskins.
Really?
I think he's the better player. This is what I would do.
Well, yeah. Yeah, us, but we're not John Elway. I mean,
I
he did.
know.
I mean, he did trade for Joe Flacco.
I yeah, but I'm acting as if I were the GM right now with these.
All right, fair enough.
All right, so we have the Cincinnati Bungles on the clock.
And the pick might have been Haskins if he was there, but I'm gonna go Rashawn Gary.
Ooh, okay. Care to explain that a little bit?
Mm. Sorry, I'm eating, but their defensive line is aging, and Gary has top 10 potential. Being completely honest, and I just think if we're looking, best player available, I'd say he's a good fit for the Bengals.
All right, now we have my Green Bay Packers here at pick 12.
Dwayne Haskins or shit, Kyler Murray.
Fuck no. And you
not
know
to,
what?
not time to
I'm take
draft A-Rod.
I'm
Not time.
taking I'm
Oh, good.
taking Devin Bush, the linebacker out of Michigan.
Bush.
Okay, so we need a linebacker to pair next to Blake Martinez in the 3-4. Blake Martinez is a great downhill tackler, but he's not very good in coverage. Devin Bush, on the other hand, is. He used to play safety coming into Michigan, and now he plays linebacker, and he can cover tight ends, and he can cover running backs, and he can still make really good tackles. So I feel like that's some versatility that this Packers defense has been lacking for a while. So Devin Bush is the pick for me. Will the Packers actually do it? I don't know, but if I were the GM, that's what I'd do.
Yeah, because I thought you had him go. Yeah, because I thought in a lot of your mock drafts you had him going Brian Burns.
I did until Zadarius Smith and Preston Smith were signed.
Which I'm glad it's happening. He's falling because fuck Florida State. But anyway, all right. So, oh man,
the
the
Dolphins.
the Dolphins have pretty much found the golden horseshoe up their ass because they're pretty much going to land possibly, arguably, the best quarterback in this draft. So I'm going to give him Kyler Murray.
Oh, no tank job here.
I think if somehow Murray falls to them, especially the fact that they don't have to trade up, they are stupid if they don't take Kyler Murray.
No kidding.
That whole front office should be fired if they don't.
All right, so now we have the Atlanta Falcons here, and I think this website is accurate when it says that the two biggest needs are defensive line and edge.
Hmm?
And I think defensive line is more of a need because I think I think did Grady Jarrett get paid? I'm gonna look that up really quick before I make this pick and look stupid.
I believe he did.
Okay,
I mean, I don't know for certain, but I believe he did.
see here. Board track says that he was signed to a 1 year deal. So Grady
Ooh,
Jarrett is still going to be a Falcon. So
he's going to be a Falcons.
Gabriel. I know I said that uh, I know I said that Brian Burns is more of a 3-4 outside linebacker than a 4-3 D end. But I said the
Mhm.
same thing about Tack McKinley when he was getting drafted, and the Falcons still drafted him. So I'm going to give the Falcons Brian Burns here.
All right.
And now we have that Washington football team.
What's their name?
The Washington football team.
Okay. I'm not gonna fuck with you too much about it, but you know, just because I think Dan Snyder would do some shit like this, I'm gonna go Drew Lock.
I mean, I think that's a good choice. It's
Yeah,
better than
yeah,
Daniel
yeah,
Jones.
yeah, yeah. Just because he's gonna reach on a quarterback since Haskins and Murray are gone. But in all fairness, though, you know, Alex Smith's leg is fucked. Case Keenum sucks and is under a 1 year deal. Like they gotta find their future. So
I mean, he's better than Daniel Jones, like I said.
Daniel Jones. Honestly, I don't think either one of them is shit. But they're projected to be first round picks. So I guess
Actually,
this would
I've had Daniel Jones as a second round pick for a while, but thanks to this New
if it
York
was if
Giants.
it if it was me, I wouldn't draft either one of them until the second round. But
All right, so we have the Carolina Panthers with sharp teeth and claws, and they need a pass rusher. They need an offensive tackle. They need safety, interior O line, and a wide receiver. Those are their top needs there. Um, I don't see an edge rusher worth taking at 16 right now. So,
mm,
oh wait, actually, I lied. Where are you? Do I really have to type it out here? Cleveland Farrell,
mm,
edge rusher out of Clemson.
welcome to Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland would be a great choice for them because uh, Julius Peppers is retired. That man is a legend. One of my favorite players to wear the Packers green and gold.
Mm,
And yeah, I think Cleveland Farrell, although he's not the most athletic pass rusher in this class, I still think that he's one of the most well-rounded ones that I've scouted in a while. So I'll definitely take Cleveland
okay,
for the Peppers.
very good. Um, oh yeah, we got the Giants up. This is the pick that
They got
part of
from
the
the Odella Buttercup Jr. trade.
yeah, and if the pick I'm about to give works, they're actually geniuses for doing that. But I don't think it's going to work because I will have the New York Football Giants taking Daniel Jones.
Um, Oh my god.
So that's who you traded Odell and Buttercup for. Hopefully it works out, guys.
everyone's everyone's saying like, oh, well, Daniel Jones had the same coach as Peyton and Eli Manning, so
That doesn't mean shit. Chris Redmond had Johnny Unitas mentor him. Look how that turned out.
all right. Why am I getting all my rival teams here?
Hey, you can sabotage him.
I can't do that in good conscience.
I know. If I got anybody from my squad, oh no, I haven't.
Yeah, you
Tight.
do. Pick 19, the
Oh well,
Titans.
we're not there yet.
All right. So, O-line is the main cause of concern for me with the Vikings because you paid Kirk Cousins $84 million. You better protect him. So, I'm going to go Jonah Williams,
Excellent
the offensive
choice.
lineman out of Alabama. I'm surprised he fell this far, honestly.
Yeah, it almost made sense for the Giants to get him, but I don't know about taking two offensive linemen in a row.
Right. All right. Now you have the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, fuck this gay ass team. I have them taking the best kicker available, whoever that is. It's like no. No, in all seriousness, I hate to give them this guy because he's someone I really like, and I'm praying to God that somehow the Jags get the two Iowa tight ends. But Delaney Walker, I forget either he's gone or his leg's fucked or something.
He's old.
Yeah, that too. And I'm gonna give him Noah Fant.
Oh man, I wanted him at 30 for the Packers. That's okay.
I know, dude. I know, dude. But like you said, in good logic, trust me, if I was gonna be a dick, I'd just have him take a punter.
All right, now I have the Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, and look, their number one need is a wide receiver. Huh,
How the fuck did they fall this far?
right.
Like they didn't even make the playoffs and they're picking 20th.
Uh Top 20 teams are teams that didn't make the
Oh yeah,
playoffs,
right. It just seems late for them.
right?
Yeah.
Um it's really tempting to take Marquise Brown because he's the cousin of Antonio Brown.
I don't think they're doing that. I think they had enough with
Yeah,
Brown.
that's what I don't think either. Because I feel like Antonio's gonna like sabotage him or something.
Mm.
I'm gonna have them take Greedy Williams, the corner out of LSU. They need a cornerback for sure. Now we have the Seattle Seahawks with their first pick of the draft.
Didn't they trade that? Oh wait a minute, never mind. Um, this one's tough.
They just traded away Frank Clark.
I know.
See what edges are available.
Well,
Oh, Chase
did Bri-
Winovich. Never
did Brian
mind.
did Brian Burns go yet?
Yeah, he went
Okay.
to the Falcons at 14.
My bad, my bad. This one's tough. Shit.
They're a tough team to draft for it because everyone thought they were going to take an O lineman last year, and they took Rashad Penny,
Yeah.
and he's not even the starting running back on the team.
Yeah, it's insane. Um, I tell you what, I will have them take. I'll give him Brian Murphy.
Byron,
Byron Murphy. Sorry,
oh,
defensive
you
back.
good? Ooh, that's a nice little. He doesn't have to travel far.
Yeah, and I think their secondary is weak as fuck, and they need some help. And
I I
Murphy's the
th-
best.
I think Shaquille Griffin's pretty good, but I understand what you're talking about.
Who they got on the other side, and Earl Thomas is gone, so
They could have used a
they're
safety, but
yeah. But I think
but they
Murphy's
already
better.
have 20. But they have 29 coming, so I think that was their plan. 20.
I pretty much just went best defensive back available.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Um, so we have the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh yeah, I don't get to do this fucked up team.
um,
Fuck this team. They can go to hell. Fuck them and everything they stand for.
this team could go in any direction. Honestly, I could see them getting a wide receiver. I could see them getting a center. I could see them getting a pass rusher because Zadarius Smith is gone and so is T Sizzle.
Well, from what people tell me that live in the Baltimore area, they're like, oh, the guys we got behind them, they're young guys, but they're good. We'll be all right. Like, okay, buddy.
Zadarius was young too.
I know. I don't get these motherfuckers. They're retarded. What do you expect?
Okay, so I'm stuck between three players here: Garrett Bradbury, Marquise Hollywood Brown, and N'Keal Harry.
I think to be dicks, I know which one they wouldn't do. I'm thinking they would do.
I'm doing Marquise Brown here.
It's exactly what I would have said.
Yep,
They're gonna fuck with the Steelers because they
and
try so hard to
AB
beat him and take AB's little cousin.
and AV is going to be ecstatic. He's going to buy Marquise's jersey.
I bet he will.
And now you have the Houston Texans here.
Oh wow, I get two of the third. Oh wow, I get two of my division rivals. Yay!
Hey, I had two of my division rivals.
I probably got three too. Whenever the fucking Colts pick,
No,
pieces of shit.
they're 26.
Oh, you can have them faggots. But
Jesus.
fuck Andrew Luck too, by the way. But all right. All seriousness, the Texans, if they do have one severe flaw, it is their offensive line. So I am gonna go Andre Dillard.
Oh, that's a good pick, especially since he's, in my opinion, the most
Yeah, I know
well.
it's yeah, I know it's a good pick, and I fucking hate he had to go to this team.
Yeah, he's the most well-rounded pass blocker in this year's draft, in my opinion. I think he's the best pass blocker. His run blocking still needs a little more work, but the Texans are mostly predicated on passing the ball. So,
Yeah, he still won't be able to block Yannick, so fuck him.
okay, so we have the Oakland Raiders with their second pick of this draft.
Okay.
All right, and someone that I think Ash would go ecstatic for is still on the board.
Really?
Christian Wilkins, defensive tackle, Clemson.
You think you would go that crazy over him?
He was pretty much unblockable against Bama, so I would hope so.
Oh yeah, that dude did pretty well at benching too when we saw him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
it's a good
you
pick.
and now you have the Eagles. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
This cheat code.
If you watched any of Eat That Penis 445's videos, you would know that their secondary sucks, particularly safety. And Malcolm Jenkins is getting old, so I will have them go Juan Thornhill out of safety out of
Ooh,
Virginia.
that's an interesting pick for sure.
Yeah, I think they got to do something to get the fucking back end right. Like they got Ronald Darby, Sidney Jones might turn into something, but And like I said, Malcolm Jenkins is kind of getting old. I think they need a future there.
Yeah, I mean that's an underrated pick. I thought he did really well at the combine. So,
Yeah, I think he makes it in there. I think that's a good spot for him.
all right. So now we have the Indianapolis Colts here.
Yeah, fuck them.
If I didn't have the Raiders take Christian Wilkins, I would have given Christian Wilkins to the Colts in a heartbeat
Yeah,
because
thanks
they,
for that.
they need interior defensive line bad.
Mm.
However, they also need a wide receiver, and N'Keal Harry is still on the board. I think it would be a good pick for them in order to take some attention away from Ty.
Yeah, it's true. That probably would be a decent pick for them.
Yep. So N'Keal Harry's the pick. All right, now you get a Raiders pick, Jaginoff.
Yeah, finally I get one to determine our good friend Ash Six's fate. Um, honestly, too, I wish the Gavins wouldn't have taken him because I would have because maybe one of those picks I'd have given him Marquise Brown
Oh, to
to
pair
help
with
that.
AB.
Yeah, yeah, I think Ash probably would have loved that. But
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go a little unorthodox here. Our first running back off the board, Josh Jacobs, running back out of Alabama,
Oh,
will
I don't blame
be.
you there. Beast mode's getting old.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I don't blame you at all there.
And
I think he's the best
what's it?
running back in this draft. Although this
And
running back class is pretty weak.
ain't Jalen Richard gone too?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they need somebody to take the load off beast mode if he even stays healthy. So yeah, I'll give him Jacobs there.
All right. Now we have the LA Chargers. I was about to say San Diego. Um,
Motherfuckers wish they were still in San Diego.
I know they'd actually have fans.
No shit. Poor
Um,
poor Philip Rivers.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But speaking of Philip Rivers, they got to protect Philip Rivers, so I'm giving them a versatile offensive lineman in Cody Ford who could play
Ooh.
tackle or guard. So I
Yeah,
think he'll be fine either way.
that's a yeah, that's damn.
It's kind of,
Cody Ford lasted a little bit. That'd be a steal for them, honestly.
oh yeah, for sure.
Definitely would be.
I don't know what's going on with Dan Feeney, but they could use another guard too. Okay, so now we have the Seattle Seahawks once again.
Jesus, look at these assholes again. Fucking hell. Um, this is the part in the draft where I fucking hate. Hmm. I'm not drawing any. I'm drawing like a fucking blank with defensive ends right now.
I don't think there's any good defensive ends worth taking this late in the first round. So I don't blame you.
Jesus, this is where I would have him trade down and get that guy from Old Dominion in the next round.
Oh yeah, O'Shane Zimenez.
Yeah, I still think it's a little too high for him.
Oh no kidding. I don't. I think he's kind of a third rounder to be honest. But hey, they did just lose Earl Thomas.
Yeah.
Maybe get that
Um.
safety.
God, what safeties are even in this fucking draft? Like I
Chauncey
knew.
Chauncey Gardner Johnson from Florida.
Oh yeah, how the hell did I forget about him? Motherfucker plays for my school.
CGJ.
Yeah.
Jonathan Abram, Mississippi State, but he's more of a strong safety. There's
Yeah,
also
you know. Yeah, you know what? I'll give him. I'll give him CT. I'll give him CTJ.
all right, Chauncey Gardner Johnson, first. Well, actually, not the first safety off the board. Juan Thornhill was.
Yeah.
That's a surprise of the draft. Okay, so next we have my Green Bay Packers once again, and I already know what I'm gonna do.
What do you?
No tight
What's
end
your?
taken. I'm giving them Nazir Adderley, safety out of Delaware.
Ooh, wow.
He is amazing. I love his tape. He had this nice one-handed interception that I watch over and over again. And he's also, fun fact, the younger distant cousin of Herb Adderley, a Packers legend.
Huh.
So I think that would be cool getting that legacy in there. Get Adderley.
All right.
Now we have the LA Rams.
Mm. Did they lose Sue?
They did lose Sue. Sue's not there.
All right. Well, then in that case, I think this is a good spot for Daryl Bradbury to go.
Who? Oh, Garrett Brad. No, this is a Garrett Bradbury's a center.
Oh, Jesus! Why did I read that wrong? Fuck.
Although they
Sound
could
like an
use a center,
idiot.
they lost John Sullivan.
Yeah, fuck it. I said it already. Give it to them.
All
They
right.
do. They do got to protect Sierra's husband. I mean Russell Wilson.
Don't you mean Jared Goof?
What the Jesus? I'm off tonight. What the fuck? Wow. Yeah, Jared Goof. I don't know why I was thinking about Seattle. Fuck.
Russell and I turned a hoe into a housewife.
Yeah, for some reason that clip came into my head. I don't know why.
All right. Now we have the New England Patriots.
All right, who is going to be a Patriot?
I'll tell
I mean,
you
I actually know what I would do with this, but go ahead.
what, trade it?
I mean, they're probably going to end up doing it, but I wouldn't.
I'm going to give them Jerry Tillery, the defensive tackle out of Notre Dame.
Ooh.
They haven't had a good defensive tackle. They haven't had like a really good defensive tackle since Vince Wilfork. So I think that would be good. All right, guys. So
I actually would have gave him Hakeem Butler.
I mean, that would have been a good pick too. But you know
Yeah,
what?
just
But you know what? A wide receiver won Super Bowl MVP. He's totally a Hall of Famer. Julian Edelman's a Hall of Famer, guys.
oh
God.
yeah, I forgot Hakeem Butler's not white, so it wouldn't have made sense.
All right, so quick recap of our mock draft here. Jaginoff took Nick Bosa, edge rusher out of Ohio State. I gave the San Francisco 49ers Quinnen Williams, the defensive lineman out of Bama. Jaginoff with the first surprise of the night gave Ed Oliver to the Jets. I gave Josh Allen to the Raiders. Jaginoff gave Devin White to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I gave Jawan Taylor to the New York Giants. Jaginoff drafted TJ Hawkinson to his Jaguars. Detroit Lions take Montez Sweat. Thanks to me. You're welcome, Lions fans. I didn't sabotage your whole draft. Um, the Buffalo fucking Bills take DK Metcalf thanks to Jaginoff.
Buffalo fucking Bills.
Dwayne Haskins goes to the Broncos.
Home
Thanks to me.
Broncos. Oh
Tekken's
shit!
probably
Oh shit!
Tekken.
Tekken's cutting his wrist right now. You don't like Dwayne Haskins?
I know he
That
doesn't.
motherfucker slitting his
That's
wrist.
also, that's also partly why I took him.
Ah,
11, Jaginoff gave Rashawn Gary to the Bengals, an interesting fit there. I gave Devin Bush to the Packers. I think that's a great pick, in my opinion. He's a bit undersized, but most linebackers are starting to become shorter these days. Look at Roquan Smith. Kyler Murray, given to the Dolphins by Jaginoff.
You're welcome,
I
D1, you bitch.
No, you know how D1 likes them, Whitey and Righty.
Well, he's getting blacky and fasty. That sounded racist as shit.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but
but seriously, they're
All
dumb as
right,
shit they're dumb as shit if Murray falls to them and they don't pick him.
right. And then Washington is just jumping up and down. And we got Brian Burns going to the Falcons. We got Drew Lock going to Washington. We have
Redskins.
you can say it. Okay, we got Cleveland Furl going to the Carolina Panthers with sharp teeth and claws. Jaginoff in hilarious fashion hates New York Giants Daniel Jones.
What was so hilarious about that? They traded that faggot for their franchise quarterback.
Oh my god, Daniel Jones is so bad.
he's they're fucked. That franchise is fucked. Somebody, God, I hope they Saquon Barkley don't resign there, please. Go somewhere
urinating
where your talents will be used.
urinating tree is just like you drafted Daniel Jones. You're fucked.
Ain't
I gave the Minnesota Vikings Jonah Williams. Jaginoff begrudgingly gave the Tennessee Titans Noah Fant.
that the fucking truth?
I gave the Pittsburgh Steelers Greedy Williams. Jaginoff gave the Seahawks Byron Murphy. I gave the Ravens Marquise Brown.
Fuck them.
Jaginoff, what?
Fuck them.
Hey, he's not going to play for a while this year because he's got a bad foot injury.
Oh, he
So,
does really?
oh yeah, that's a
Wow.
license. It was like a license something fracture.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. So yeah, he might be out for like at least half the season, but his
Wow.
his speed is too good to pass up there. Although it might turn into a John Ross thing, I don't know. Okay, so
I don't know because the Gavens have a history of like drafting wide receivers that end up shit. So I don't know. Maybe Marquise Brown breaks the cycle for him.
Rashad Perriman.
you
All
tra-
right.
you draft the guy that Blake Bortles made. That's sad.
Okay, so Jaganoff drafted Andre Dillard to the Texans.
Yeah, fuck them too.
I gave Christian Wilkins to the Raiders. Jaganoff, in another surprise pick, gave Juan Thornhill to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Why is that
I
a
gave
surprise?
I had him going in like the third, well, early third, late second.
I don't know. I like
Um,
him.
I like him too, but the thing is, like, safety is kind of like a less of a valued need lately. Even though I took a safety there at 30, but that's just a dire hole that we have. Don't say anything.
Okay.
Dire hole.
Tire hole.
I
Needs to
gave
be
the Colts
filled.
what?
It needs to be filled.
I swear I'm 26.
How does that have to do with anything?
making jokes like that at my age.
Hey, you ain't never too old for that shit.
I know, right?
I'm 31 and doing it.
True. All right. I gave the Colts N'Keal Harry, wide receiver, Arizona State.
Fuck.
Jaganoff gave the Raiders Joshua Jacobs, running back out of
You're
Alabama. You're welcome,
you're
Ash.
welcome, Ash.
I know, right? I gave Cody Ford, the offensive lineman out of Oklahoma, to the Chargers, and what I think is probably a steal. Jaganoff gave CGJ, Chauncey Gardner Johnson, to Seattle. I gave my Packers Nazir Adderley, the safety out of Delaware, completing that legacy. Um, Jaganoff gave the Rams Garrett Bradbury to be John Sullivan's replacement. And I gave the Patriots Jerry Tillery from University of Notre Dame. Again, they haven't had a good defensive tackle, or a notable defensive tackle, I should say, since Vince Wilfork. So I think that this will be a good pick. All right. So with that, that ends our mock draft, and the draft is coming up. It is this Thursday, so I'm looking
Yep.
forward to it.
Me too. Me too. Me too. I'll be in Jacksonville at the fucking draft party, man. It's gonna be lit.
I bet. And
I just hope this shit goes the way it's supposed to.
yeah, yeah, I'll just be at home watching with a few friends. I might go live to that. I might not. I don't know. Um.
I'm going live inside the bank for that pick, bro.
Oh yeah. All right, guys. We'll talk to you guys later, and hope you enjoyed this.
All right.
All right. Bye, guys.